This case starts with confusion, tension, and a serious question. How does someone get arrested for missing court when they claim they were still in jail at the time? Meet Destiny Collins, a defendant who insists the system got it wrong. But was this a simple paperwork error or something deeper? As the judge begins digging, contradictions start stacking up fast. And what unfolds next might completely change how you see the justice system. Stay with us, because this one takes a turn you won't expect.
Phone with my name on it. It says today at 8:30 in the morning. So I showed up today. If that was the case, I would have showed up when I was supposed to come to court. So I don't get that. And I just sat in jail for a week and a half. I cannot go back.
You issued the warrant on the 22nd, right? This is Miss Collins. She's not on docket today.
What's the case number?
252-6615.
Can I show you the same picture?
Right here, Destiny's making a critical legal argument. She's claiming impossibility of compliance, basically saying she couldn't physically appear in court because she was still in custody. If that's true, issuing a warrant becomes a serious procedural error. But here's the catch. Courts rely heavily on documentation, not just verbal claims. So the big question becomes, who made the mistake? Was it the jail, the bond company, or the court clerk? And more importantly, how often do errors like this slip through unnoticed?
You were Destiny Collins. We issued a warrant for your arrest because you failed to appear for court, ma'am.
The paperwork, I told him the same paperwork. It said I was supposed to appear today. If that's the case, my bail bond company should have told me the same thing. But my court date was for today.
You were ordered to appear 11/22 of 24.
I got out of jail that day. I was released from jail on Wednesday of this week, last week that just passed. So there was no way possible I could have made it to court that same day. I got released from jail again. And I didn't get released from jail till Wednesday at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then also I have the picture. I didn't bring the physical copy because I forgot it, but the paperwork that they gave me when I was leaving, that said my conditions. I have a picture of my...
Now things start to unravel. Even the judge admits confusion, and that's a big deal. Judges rely on synchronized records between multiple systems, jail logs, court dockets, and bond paperwork. When those don't match, it creates exactly this kind of chaos. Notice how the judge immediately pauses the process and starts investigating instead of rushing to judgment. That's crucial, because without this step, Destiny could have been sent back to jail over what might just be a clerical error. So ask yourself, what happens in courtrooms where no one stops to question inconsistencies like this?
She was on the docket on the 20th. She was supposed to be here on the 20th, correct?
The bond paperwork shows, let's see.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
It's not included on the
Can I grab my phone and show you my...
Don't talk to the prosecutor, please. You're not allowed to. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because if there's a problem and it's not your fault, I will reinstate your bond.
Judge, so on 11/20, she failed to appear. Defendant not present in holdover is what Jamae wrote on the reset. So she wasn't brought up on the 20th. So she rolled it to the 21st, and then the surety bond was posted. The surety bond says 11/20. So it seems to contradict itself.
This is the turning point, the paperwork contradiction. One document says she missed court, another suggests the timeline doesn't even line up. In legal terms, this creates reasonable doubt about procedural accuracy, not guilt. And here's why that matters. Warrants are serious. They authorize arrest, detention, and loss of freedom. If they're based on incorrect data, that's a systemic issue, not just a one-off mistake. So now the pressure is on the judge to verify the truth before making a decision that could impact someone's liberty.
The 20th.
So whoever wrote the bond did a mistake because they put
Whoever handwrote 11/20
back in time as opposed to, so what you said, you have paperwork that says that you're supposed to be here today?
I left the physical paperwork at home, but I had my brother send me a picture because I forgot it. I can show you.
Yeah, sure. And you can give it to Deputy and she'll. You see that it shows today's date?
Yes, Judge. November 26th at 8:30
Okay,
p.m.
all right.
And just like that, the entire case shifts. That photo on her phone, it becomes the most important piece of evidence in the room. This is a perfect example of how digital proof can immediately validate a defendant's claim. Without it, this could have gone very differently. Think about it. No physical document, no second chance. It raises a bigger question. How many people don't have access to proof like this when they need it most?
Yep, you're right. Okay, I'll reinstate your bond. Okay. So it looks like while you were in custody, they appointed you a lawyer. I don't know that Martin even knows. I mean, there's no way he's going to know.
Especially she's not on docket today.
Right.
No?
Oh, I have his number. I'll call him. Let me see. Martin. Hey, how are you? I have a Miss Destiny Collins that's on docket today. Are you in the building? So you were appointed, it looks like, while she was in custody. Say it again? She was in custody in Fort Bend. Huh. Okay. Do you want to stay on the case or do you want me to appoint someone else?
Now the focus shifts completely. From procedural error to the actual criminal charge, assault causing bodily injury is serious, carrying potential jail time and fines. And notice the immediate change in tone. The judge becomes firm, structured, and cautious. Even though Destiny just avoided wrongful detention, she's now facing a case that could have long-term consequences. This contrast is important. Winning one battle in court doesn't mean the war is over.
Hey, okay, no problem. You just tell me. So that's it? Done. We'll do it. Okay. Okay. Bye. Can you pull up her NCIC, please? So we can. I'm going to take Martin off
Okay.
because he's not working with us. And do you mind appointing someone else for the time being, please? Ms. Collins, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
August 8th, 2024, a deputy was dispatched to a bar and grill in Harris County, Texas regarding an assault. The complainant worked at the bar as a bartender. Defendant came behind the bar and began striking the complainant multiple times with a closed fist to the face and upper extremities, causing pain. Complainant began to fight back to defend herself. During the fight, a crowd of people surrounded her, and some individuals who she did not know began to stomp and kick on her while she was fighting on the ground. Complainant
Stop and kick the complaining witness.
That's not true.
Stop, please.
Yes, the complainant stated during the fight, a crowd of people surrounded her and began to stomp and kick her while she was fighting on the ground. She stated that the fight lasted approximately 2 minutes. The complainant and the defendant did not know each other and stated that she did not know the defendant well enough to fight her. The complainant stated the fight ended because someone yelled out, "I'm calling the police."
Okay. Tell me, does she have anything else that's open at the time now?
She's currently on probation out of Galveston County for theft. I think you had mentioned something about Fort Bend, so we're looking for.
Lord, we're hitting the Tri-County area now?
We're not showing anything out of Fort Bend, Judge, but she is on probation out of Galveston right now.
She may have been in custody in Fort Bend. I don't know. So run full NCIC, please. Ms. Collins, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm now ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public in every single way, shape, form, manner. And if you become a danger to my public, I am first off going to put you in jail. Next off, I'm going to make your bond so high you're going to flip. Do you understand? Do not go back to this bar or any other bar. I'm prohibiting you from going to any establishment where 51% or more are beer, liquor, any kind of clubs. You're not to go anywhere of this nature. Do you understand? Does she have a felony theft or does she have a misdemeanor theft? And then what else is open? What kind of criminal history we're talking?
Felony theft, Judge. And I believe that's her only history. And Alex is looking into the forfeit case as well.
Your Honor, I don't have any record of her case in Fort Bend. Looking at the county clerk website for Fort Bend, I don't see any cases open with her name and date of birth.
So the only other thing you see is it a probation that she's on?
Yes.
For Galveston.
Oof.
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge. 2 years deferred from Galveston.
How old are you, ma'am?
23.
What do you do for a living?
Right now, I work 2 jobs and I live alone. I live in the Fort Bend County area.
How much money do you make a month, ma'am?
My monthly income, I say my intake probably about $3,800.
I need you to fill out an application because I don't know if you're going to qualify for an appointed lawyer, ma'am. And I'll take a look at the application. The only thing I'm going to tell you is that when you're on felony probation, you're supposed to be extra special good. And when you're not, they usually file motions to revoke. So I would be on the lookout because if you're on probation or parole at this time, it's very possible that they issue a felony warrant in that case with the fact that you picked up this new case. So understand, no alcohol, no drugs. Do you understand? Okay, do you mind giving an application, please? All right, I'm gonna have you fill out the application and then we'll, do not leave until you sign all our bond conditions, ma'am. Okay.
If she hadn't had that photo on her phone, do you think the system would have just let her go to jail? Or is Judge Fleischer the only one actually looking out for the truth here?
This case is a powerful reminder of how fragile the justice process can be when paperwork, timing, and communication break down. Destiny Collins narrowly avoided being held accountable for a mistake that may not have been hers, but only because she had proof and a judge willing to investigate. At the same time, her underlying assault charge and existing probation show that her legal troubles are far from over. So what do you think? Was this a rare save by a careful judge or a glimpse into a bigger systemic issue? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.